My friends, I hope you're well. You're coming into this higher vibration and resonance that's bringing into your life one of the most powerful changes in this evolution that you've had of discovering your higher self and how powerful you are in your soul state. And it's going to relieve you of this idea that you have to think your way through everything all the time, that you have to figure it all out, and take you to a place where you're guided effortlessly in your path of highest excitement, that dream life that you're always trying to get to. Because what we've been doing in the past is we're in this framework of success that's outside of us, and it's stress-inducing. It's anxiety-inducing to think about all of these decisions that we have to make all the time to get us to our ideal life, that life of peace, fulfillment, happiness, and joy. So what we do is we pull ourselves out of the present moment a lot of times. We'll be in the past, ruminating on events that have occurred, wondering why we didn't make certain decisions. Or we're out in the future trying to figure out all these things to take us to the life that we want. But what we need to know and what we're figuring out now is that inherent within you are all the answers that you've ever sought. The life that you're seeking is already inherent within you. And you're moving into this place of understanding your true power. So when we come into the present moment, we realize that we're connected to this higher guidance, our higher self, our soul state, source. Everything has been there all along, attempting to point us the way through our gut and intuition. You've always had that feeling of what feels most exciting and authentic to you. And this realization that is occurring is that instead of going through this brain exercise of trying to figure everything out, if you just follow your gut and intuition and that higher guidance that's naturally there for you, the path is going to unravel much easier. And the biggest part of this is we feel substantially less stress and anxiety when we just say to ourselves, I'm going to move on what feels right for me, on what feels exciting, on what my gut is telling me to do. There is no real decision to be made other than following energy and excitement. And think about how much stress and anxiety that drops from you, that relieves from you. And I found I had this discovery when I was working in the corporate world. Before I left and started working for myself, when I started to have trust and faith that there was something greater looking out for me, I started to worry less about what people thought about me, way less about outcome. I started to drop outcome altogether and started to think, the path that I'm walking is the path that I'm supposed to be on. I'm supported in all ways. And I'm not going to make decisions from some idea of what success looks like. I'm going to make decisions from what feels authentic to me. And as I started to feel free in that, like to have the freedom in making decisions authentically, things started to happen more naturally. My external world started to reflect the trust I had in moving from my gut and intuition. This is what we're connected to. This higher guidance system will give us all of the resources we need, all the material resources, all the human connections that we need. The path will unravel for us naturally if we just walk in this place of our highest excitement and being authentic to who we truly are. And realistically, practically, it does take some courage in ourselves, right? Because our mind has been conditioned to think that success looks like a series of steps that we take based on a framework external to us to achieve monetary comfort, status, certain jobs. We think we have to take this series of steps like all of it is out there in the future, but it is all inherent within us. So what we're doing is simply aligning to our eternal, infinite, all-knowing state, and we're bringing from our imagination, the mental plane, into our world, the ideal life that we want to live, that most exciting, authentic life, by just following our gut and intuition, that inherent guidance system that we have in us, and having trust and faith that we're supported in all ways in that path. And when we do that, and when we truly trust, the path will open up naturally. Again, everything will be given to us. This is the place you're moving from, of realizing that life doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be anxiety-inducing. It can be a natural evolution of steps that occur comfortably when you simply follow who you truly are in your higher state, believing that you have a support system, a collective that's much greater than you pointing the path, helping you in all ways. What a beautiful realization. I feel you moving from this place. I have been there, and it makes life move with so much more grace and effortlessness. I'm so excited about the path that you're on. I'll talk to you soon.